personal finance, etc. Out of all the ideas, what fascinated me the most as the subject was cyber security awareness. And there's an interesting incident behind that. It was during the early corona times when the online classes had just started and I was spending a lot of time on laptops and smartphones. It was one of those evenings when my father had stepped out to buy some groceries and my mother was busy with her work. I was stuck with a problem in maths. I searched in Google for a solution and so many links came up. As usual, I clicked on one of those links and just like a genie from Aladdin's lamp, a pop-up came. It said something about downloading the application to open the link. The genie looked harmless to me and I was about to click yes when the door rang. It was my father. He was standing before the door. I was excited to tell him about me finding the genie, but soon that faded as I saw a sense of concern on his face. The first thing he asked me was, "Did you click it?" I said, "No." As soon as he heard that, he rushed to the laptop and not until he closed the pop-up, I could see some relief on his face. I stood there puzzled. He made me sit beside him and told me, "This idiot box in front of you can give you all sorts of information that you ask for, but it can be good or bad. It's up to us to decide what's good and bad." Although I didn't understand everything what he told, one thing was very clear to me that we should be very careful while browsing on a device. The incident that I narrated is not an isolated one. The statistics reveal that the usage of smartphones among children has grown exponentially over the years. On similar lines, the cyber crimes against children has also increased. There are various types of cyber crimes like cyber attacks, the one which I mentioned, cyberbullying, exploitation, grooming, etc. A lot of such incidents which are reported could have been easily avoided if we were taught and trained about such dangers from a small age. In my case, my parents gave me some guidance on the different types of cyber attacks. But is that enough? No! With the rate of cyber crimes increasing day by day, it's very clear that house tutoring is never going to be adequate for a child. The children need to be aware of the different types of dangers in the online world, which may not be feasible at home. When taught as a subject, apart from knowing theoretically about the different types of cybercrimes, the students should be given mock situations where they should be taught on how to respond. The advantages of having this subject in school is substantial. First of all, it would reduce the amount of cybercrimes against children. Secondly, we will grow as a generation who are cyber aware because the dangers are not only applied for us, but equally valid for adults. It's high time that we have a subject called cyber security awareness in the school. When this world is advancing at such a pace, we should not be held back because of some rogue genie appeared from